2 of the evening. Sponsored by and Dry.
And Clean Skins.
The drink that civilized gamers drink. So, we are trying the Castle Assault scenarios again.
Dawn Attack.
And we had Dawn Attack, which means we randomise where our units deploy, which was very interesting. So, random rolls on the Orc side. I've got a unit of 3 Goblin Chariots, a Mangler Squig, a Snotling Pump Wagon, a Rocklobber, a unit of Black Orcs with the Magical Standard, a unit of normal Orc Boys with 2 choppers containing my Black Orc Battle Standard. I have a Mangler Squig, and over here I've got a bit of a cluster. I've got my Savage Orc block of 40 Savage Orc Biggins with 2 choppers, a big Stabber containing my level 4 Orc Shaman and my General. I've also got my Doomdiver 1 and Doomdiver 2, and hiding back here is a little Goblin Shaman as well. So that's the Orc deployment. The Winds of the Morning Mists unshrouded to show the Empire with the Knight block, including the General, and 2 Archer blocks far on the Empire right flank. And then coming across we have the Handgunners.
They're actually handgunners this time.
Yep, ready to go, next to the Steam Tank, which we're very worried about.
Stank.
And we've got a cannon on the hill, and behind them they have a Fire Wizard, a level 4 Fire Wizard. Over here we have a mortar, and then a block of halberdiers guarding the toilet. And in the base of the watchtower we have a level 2 Celestial Wizard, and a engineer with a Hellstrom rocket battery in the tower, which is going to be damaging. And out here on the flank we have the Outriders with their machine guns. So Michael's going to go first. So beginning of Empire, turn 1. The Empire, turn 1, Michael's having some Chardonnay. The handgunners are staying there, waiting, not moving, ready to shoot. The mage came up and launched fiery conflagrations all over my bolt throwers, and managed to kill one of the crew. Halberdiers moved up. The mage there flew on his flying carpet. The mortar went to hit the Black Orcs and missed, but didn't hurt anybody. The cannon misfired, which is nice, but nothing deadly.
No, it's not.
The steam tank got a bit greedy and blew a valve, so it's broken down for a turn, which is nice as well. The handgunners moved to get somebody in range, and the knights moved across, and both the archers moved. One moved over here, and the other one moved down here, shot at my Savage Orcs and did nothing. So at the end of Empire turn 1, I've lost 1 wound off my Rocklobber, so I got off lightly. Lucky boy. Orc and Goblin turn 1. So Orc turn 1, the Doomdiver moved across because it couldn't see Jack. This Doomdiver shot and killed 1 knight, which was disappointing. The Orcs moved up, and the Shaman got a couple of nice spells off. Here we go, which lets them re-roll to hit wounds, to hit rolls for the Orc Boys and the Savage Orc Biggins, and then Hand of Gork. Gork picked them up and put them down a lot closer to the Knights now. It's a definite change of pressure on the Knights. Black Orcs moved up. The Rocklobber tried to shoot at this steam tank because it's about the only thing I've got that can hurt it, and failed miserably, which is a shame. The pump wagon stalled, went 4 inches. Well done on 3 dice. Good work. The Mangler Squid came up nicely, and the the Goblin Chariot, 3 chariot unit moved up and shot at these guys, but missed abysmally. So one knight down. So at the end of turn 1, we've got 1 knight down for 1 goblin, which is good odds.
And a wound off the Rocklobber and a wound off the steam tank.
And a wound off the Rocklobber and a wound off the steam tank. So pretty close. Empire turn turn 2.
2.
Okay.
I could have done better.
So the archers came over here. This unit shot my Savage Orcs, as did the pigeon bombs. And between them they took out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the big and Savage Orcs. So that was a pretty good. They're pretty tough. So 7 down. The
Not so tough when there's a pigeon around.
the pigeons are killer, man. Watch those pigeons. The Mangler Squig got spelled to death. Nothing I could do about it. These archers shot these guys here and missed. The Knights had a heroic charge into my Black Orcs. It was a good combat. The champion challenged the general and got punished for it. But the combat was lost by only 1. 4 Black Orcs down, 3 Knights down. So the Knights won, Black Orcs stayed, and they did a reform. So they've got 6 in the front rank now. The two-handed weapons doing a good job.
Of course, the Knights won. We're having a game in Newcastle.
The Newcastle Knights again.
The Novicastrians.
The handgunners shot at the Savage Orcs and killed a couple. Steam Tank moved forward, didn't stall this time. The Wizard got into the forest with his flaming thing. He could be stupid next turn, but he'd probably be cool. Cannon blew up, which was very tragic. I'm very upset about that. The mortar missed. The Wizard came across, the Halberdiers marched up, and the Hellstrom Rocket Battery missed, I think. These guys did 1 wound on the chariots, so I was pretty lucky there. So Orc and Goblin turn 3. 2. My turn 2. So Orc and Goblin turn 2. I charged up the flank, and under a hail of fire, my chariots wiped out his riders, which was quite nice. My Mangler Squig and Pumpwagon did a tag team on his Halberdiers, which was sexy. Except now the Mangler Squig is there, loose, going crazy.
He'll be on Hustler soon.
He'll be on Hustler. It's dirty. There's still a battle for the toilet there, but it'll be fought. The Steam Tank got hit on the head by a rock, which was good. It did a wound, unfortunately. Could have done 6, but it did 1, which was a shame. This big combat here, my Savage Orc block got into the side of the Knights that were battling on with the Black Orcs. The Black Orcs and their heavy weapons, and the Orc General in the side challenging the Empire General, meant the Knights lost by 4, I think, and they broke. No one caught them. The Generals did a wound each, which was disappointing for me and good for Popple. The archers over here fled under some heavy Doomdiver fire. Nothing much happened in the magic phase because my level 4 wizard fumbled his first spell and couldn't cast after that. My shaman made the Black Orcs poisonous, and the other orcs are facing down these archers. The Doomdiver here moved up on the hill to give it more action, and the other Doomdiver took a shot at these archers and did some work. So not a bad position for the Orcs at the end of turn 2, with the Empire General and Knight Regiment running, but there is a big ugly Steam Tank that's only lost 2 wounds in the middle of the battlefield, so I am quite unsure of where this is going to go. Alright, Empire turn 3. The archers rallied. The General's Knight unit rallied. These archers shot into the Orcs, killing a couple. There was a Burning Head spell cast by this flying fire mage that took out a lot more Orcs, so we lost 6 Orcs that turn. We lost 2 of the tough, big and savage Orcs with a fusillade of handgun fire, and we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Black Orcs to Hellstrom Rocket Battery. A mortar scattered from here on top of the 2 mages and blew up right between them. It didn't wound anybody. The engineer on top of the Steam Tank sniped and killed one of the crew here, so this is on 1 wound. And that was that. The mage got the hell away from the Mangler Squig, and no one's looking after the dunny. The dunny's been abandoned. Orc and Goblin turn 3. The end of Orc and Goblin turn 3. It's been a pretty chaotic turn. The Doom Divers shot somewhere. Where did they shoot? At the archers, maybe?
Do those?
Yeah. Oh no, they shot at the steam tank,
Yeah.
not penetrating the armour, or wounding, I should say. One of them misfired and died. My Goblin Shaman charged the level 4 fire wizard and got slapped, punished, and run down, which was pretty funny. These goblins, orcs ran across here. The big combat over here saw the savage orcs charge into the handgunners and the knights. The orc general challenged the Empire general again and finished him off. And the black orcs took out a few knights. So again, the knights broke. The orcs couldn't chase them down. But the knights are fleeing and the orcs are chasing them. The Snotling pump wagon moved up and cheekily threw a spore through a window in the tank and did another wound to the tank, so the tank's lost a couple of wounds. The Mangler Squig went through the mortar and killed all the crew, which was great. And the chariots moved around to try and shoot the crew in the building, which didn't work. The Rock Lobber tried to get the steam tank, but it missed. So on to the last Empire turn, turn 4. Okay, at the end of Empire turn 4, sorry. The mage came over and buffeted the Black Orcs into the Savage Orcs, causing them to hurt each other. They also cast Flame Cage on the Savage Orcs, which is a problem. If they move, they all have to take a hit. There was some shooting casualties from a mortar, killing, I think, 3 Black Orcs. So there's 3 stalwart fighters left, and some archers shot into the Orcs, killing 2 of the 15. So they're still
And
there.
one out of those guys.
And one of the Savage Orcs got killed by these archers over here. So desperate shooting attempt. The steam tank, again, being injured, blew another valve, so lost another wound. The marksman on the top tried to take out the Rock Lobber crew and couldn't do anything. So yes, interesting times for the last Orc turn. So at the end of turn 4, we decided to turn it because it's quite late. The Orcs beat their archers and are chasing them away. The Savage Orcs killed the knights. There's one guy left and he's running away, never to rally. So we've still got his wizard here and his wizard here. The Black Orcs are there with the captured standard. The steam tank's not many wounds left, a bit crippled. I've got a Rock Lobber and 1 Doom Diver. There's a Hellstrom rocket over here, and these chariots are doing not much. Coming around the back. Mangler's still going crazy, keeping everyone away from the dunny. So I've called it. I think the Orcs might have won.
Orcs have won.
And good game. Battle, dawn attack, so very disrupted deployment. What do you think, Michael? Thoughts?
Interesting. Could have been a hell of a lot different if we had the normal deployment.
Yeah.
We all ended up in a big cluster at the end.
Yeah. And I learned to take some wounds off the steam tank and it's not as scary.
And I learned to not let him.